Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be turning my husband Sam into a dragon. This should be fun. Alright, let me just get set up here. Get music in my ears. And yep. If you want to check out the reference photo, it's in the description below on my Patreon account. If you want to be my patron, that would be so amazing. But this is it's a public post, so anybody can see it. You don't have to be a patron, but it helps. Okay, so let me just I'm gonna be using my phone for the reference because my printer is out of use. So I'm just gonna set my screen timeout to 30 minutes and turning off all my other all right, now I don't know if you can see it, but you can see the picture in the thumbnail too. So I'm just using an HB pencil, and yeah, let's start. I think I'm just going to be drawing it today. I don't think I'm gonna add any color. So I'm gonna try to put into practice all the useful things that I learned from my good friend Louis Guidetti about drawing and not putting too much detail in the beginning. Okay, so the bottom, let's see, say the top is right about over here. I'm using a watercolor paper here just in case I want to add some color later on. I'll say this is, so first what I do is I just start by sectioning off all the sections, you know, sectioning off all the things, and then just, you know, I want to have my proportions right. So let's say this is the hat, then the head is just about here, and then the shoulders kind of just, say the shoulders are here. Now, considering this is a dragon, you don't have to be, you know, it's an imaginary character. It doesn't have to be exactly proportionate, exactly the way, you know. That's the beauty of working from imagination, is that you have a sort of freedom. So, all right. Let's say this is the head here, the heels, the feet. Just gonna be drawing right now and not talking too much. Hey, Ananya! Oh, thank you so much. Welcome. We're gonna have a little bit of fun today. Turning a human into a dragon. It's gonna be interesting. I'm drawing his pants here. I really like the pants that he's using, these kind of bouffant pants. Oh, thank you so much. I'm really glad you're enjoying the art. Alright, I just want to have kind of a symmetry line here, right in the middle. Sometimes I can get derailed. Okay. What are you doing today, Ananya? So his beard is just about over there. His head. This is a dragon head, so that's the head like that, and then I'm doing today kind of a different dragon that I usually am drawing. Usually I do these very good. Just you know, drawing, always a good time to be drawing. Usually I do like a square mouth Chinese sort of dragon, but today I'm gonna be doing a bird-like, more of a pointy kind of dragon. He's holding a cane over here. It's gonna be this dapper, elegant sort of character. Steampunk. And I know I have a long stick in here. The staff is the long staff, but I actually want to make it a little shorter so that he grips it from the top instead. Yeah, we'll work on details afterwards. Have a great weekend as well, Ananya. Thank you for stopping by. Autofocus? It's not. On this?
No, I'm not.
Maybe you change the settings to... Oh, it is 1080. Maybe the settings are too low. Sometimes if your picture is blurry, turn it to 1080. I followed Lewis's advice. He said to turn the stream to ultra low latency, and it was saying that it's incompatible with 4K and whatever other kind of stream, so maybe that's the problem? I'm not sure. Oh, that is really bad.
It's pretty blurry.
Where's the... Oh, see, turn the... How do you turn it? There. Turn it to 1080. Still not great.
Oh, okay. No, that's good.
A
Good.
little
It's just
better.
my phone. Good. Thank goodness.
Okay. Made him a little chubby here. Let's make it a little thinner. Now the picture is a little dark here. So you can imagine I'm kind of make up a lot. To read some guidelines. So yeah, if the picture is too blurry, just make sure that you have your the settings set up to higher picture quality. Hey Blake! Oh, that is awesome. I'm so looking forward to seeing your new video. Yay! At last. Thanks. Okay. Hope you're enjoying the Friday. Let's do the hand, more like the claw. To change the hand into a claw. He's holding a pipe in his mouth, so that will be interesting. He's gonna put the pipe in his mouth. There we go. Something like that. Let me lower his hand. Dragon claws. It's not about anything. Rambling Thoughts video. Nice. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it. I also look forward to your music videos. Woo! Very exciting. Just gotta let yourself go. Not in a bad way, just let it, let yourself be you. People will love you. Just let you be you. That is the key. Okay, doing. You got a new job? Awesome! Congrats! Oh, so good. Congrats, congrats. It's really good news. Okay. Let's do his head now. It's okay if I made his head too small here, because we can do it bigger because we have space. It's always good to leave yourself a little bit of space up there, because I totally made his head too small. Make it a little bigger here. It's gonna have some stuff, some frills and stuff over there. So happy for you, Blake. Clara! Good morning and happy Friday! You came at the right time. So glad to have you here. So generally my dragons are... I do these Chinese dragons, and they're usually squarish, you know. There's like a difference between Asian dragons, Eastern dragons, and Western dragons, like European dragons. European dragons tend to be more aggressive and mighty and scary and, you know, carnivorous, and then Eastern dragons are tame and less mighty. Your goal is to make... My goal is to make your live stream all about me. Yes, that's my goal too. That is my goal. Make my live stream all about you. That's what it's all about. It's about the watcher, right? Okay, drawing a symmetry line to just make sure everything lines up. And so I was saying, usually I do these Chinese dragons because I like the tame ones, the nice ones, but Sam said he wanted to be, for his dragon to look like one of those creatures from the Chill Gang, the Fire Gang from the Labyrinth. And so I was looking at some pictures today with him, and they kind of look like Skeksis, you know, with a pointy beak. No. Okay. How are you doing, Clara? How are you doing today? Doing an eye here. I want him to not be too scary though. I don't want him to look evil. I want him to be still kind of this elegant dude. Yesterday, I saw the challenge that you posted about the Disney, about the Disney, you know, challenge that you had for Fearless Fabrications, I think, or... Oh, nice. Bird drawings. So, I was looking... I'm not a big Disney fan, but I thought, oh, that'd be cool to be part of a challenge. I was looking to see if there are any at all Disney characters that I like. Or Pixar, or... And I'm not sure. I like Avatar, I think, is something about Disney, Universal or something. So I'm just drawing the skeleton first. The skeleton of the shape, so that it gives me a better idea. I should join. I can choose character from the Disney movies, including Marvel and Star Wars. See, I don't like Star Wars either, and I'm not a big Marvel fan. But you know, I've been watching Sam, and Sam is a big, you know, comic fan, and he's been introducing me to this new Harley Quinn show, and I gotta say, I freaking love it. It's so fun. So I might be doing some Harley Quinn or some Poison Ivy or something, or even Catwoman. Today when I was looking for steampunk references, I saw this really awesome Catwoman. It was a steampunk Catwoman mask. It was like the top of the head with the ears, and it was so... Fearless Fabrications is a group I'm part of where we do these monthly challenges to try to push us out of our artistic comfort zone, but still have a support group to help you go through it. That's really nice, Clara. I think I'll have to take some time. Yeah, sounds really good to have a support group that helps you go through. We need support. I'm just doing maybe some textures. All right, and of course, it's gotta have a beard. It's got a kind of like a goatee here. Not really decided on his frills yet, but we'll see. Yeah, being part of an artist community, it's good. It's good to have feedback too, and I like that you're hanging out with Lewis. He's got a lot of good you know, information and knowledge for you. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I'm actually also looking at this the Dragonology book. Took it at the last moment. So I'm looking at this dragon. I think it's on this guy right here. So I'm trying to do like a combination of that. You know. Let's see. I'm not really copying, I'm just trying to use it as a reference. All right. I also fixed the latency. He critiqued some of your work and it was immensely helpful to get a second opinion. Yeah. He does look wild. He looks kind of crazed. Their eyes are always so bulgy. This is Dragonology handbook. I really love this Dragonology series. But the handbook has better illustrations than the actual book. Okay, defining the pipe here. Can't really see much detail in the picture, but we do our best to imagine. But yeah, he also had like a mustache. Or do I fit a mustache here? Yeah. This will be so fun. Have you guys seen, what was it, Orient Express, something about train, the Orient Express, something about that, with Hercule Poirot, the detective. Oh, such a good movie, and he had just this very, very impressive mustache. He had a holder for his mustache for at night that was in the shape of the mustache. Really funny. So if you guys want to check out a cool movie, it's the something about Orient Express. Really fun. For a very good mustache. I did some dragon studies a bit ago for my one color challenge, and for the dragon I did with your piece as inspiration, and found for Western dragons getting the snout really angular was key. Yes, the Eastern dragons have a more curved snout, but the Western dragons have almost a trapezoid snout with lots of sharp looking scales. Yeah. Oh, the mustache really brings it up. So he had a mustache, and then he had another mustache inside the mustache. It was really wild. Let's try to do that. So for this guy, since he's kind of small and I'm not really... Oh, small details are really difficult for me. So I think I'm going to go with some ink, with an ink pen afterwards, to really define. Just give him I'm gonna give him what do you call it, a lizard like pupil. All right, let's focus a little bit on the rest of him, and kind of lost his neck here. I know Sam has kind of a short neck, but dragons have a longer neck. Hey, Fatima! Yeah, I think it'll look nice, and who knows, I don't think I'm gonna get into color today because I can't stay too long. I have some other things to do, but maybe next time, if I feel up for it, I might even give him some color. Just trying to do the armpits at the same length. Murder on the Orient Express. Hey, Sam. Enter Sam, the steampunk dragon. Murder on the Orient Express, guys. Give it a look. It's a very good movie. In fact, I think it's been too long since we've watched that. It has been too long. I made his elbow too long, so I'm just gonna cut it short a little bit here. My gosh, I think I have not been using reference for too much of my art journey, you know. I just recently started using reference, and oh my god, it's so much easier to work from reference. Kind of have something to help you. Yeah. Thank you for chiming in, Sam. So I'm gonna give him some long and pointy talons here for his hands. They're still kind of humanish, but a little more long and long nails. Okay. Paying a little bit of attention to the creases in the fabric. I don't know how to make rice paper, Fatima. I was just gonna ask you, how are you doing today, and how do you make rice paper? Do you know how to make rice paper? That'd be awesome. Because you make your own rice flour, and I still have to do that. I actually ran out of flour. And I was like, oh my god, I can't make pancakes because I'm out of flour. But And I have to remember that I can make it because I watch your videos. Okay. Let's see, his pockets are just about here. Yeah, symmetry is kind of like not my best friend. Difficult to do symmetrical things. Right? Am I the only one in this? I don't know. I think those are like pocket flaps. I was gonna say potato flaps. Not even hungry. Okay. Rice paper for art. Yes! I don't know how to make it. But you make your own rice flour, so I figure, can you make rice paper? I don't know. I think you need like specialized machines to do that, don't you? I have no idea. I wouldn't know even where to start. Okay, pants. Maybe I should have put him on a lighter background. Symmetry is overrated, right? Who needs symmetry? I mean, our bodies are barely symmetrical. I'm gonna give him, I don't remember, Sammy, if you're watching, it was something with four something pants, or the pants that just go like quarter way down, and then they have this, they're tight around the ankles region. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of loose pants. I love these new pants that Sam just got. So comfy. Creases. Yeah, I should have lightened up the picture. I'll lighten it up next time if I'm still working on this. I think it's also called mulberry paper. You need to make some for a project, and you don't know how. I have no idea. I just buy my paper. Don't have time to make it. No, I just don't know. But I don't know. I'll definitely look it up. I have this Skillshare membership, so I'm sure somebody teaches it there. I'm waiting for that blessed day where Skillshare will sponsor me, my videos. I have to start throwing in innuendos on my channel like, this video is sponsored by Skillshare. Not. I was gonna put +4s. Okay, +4s. Thank you. Just testing you to see if you're still there. Alright, another thing that I have a little bit of an issue sometimes with, right, is doing a straight leg. Sometimes my legs kind of bend. So I don't know if dragons' feet are like that, but maybe not. Let me just look up real quick, dragon feet. Yes. And these are shown from a perspective. Okay, that's one toe. This is another toe. And I don't know, 3 toes? To make them the same height here. Let's do 3 toes.
Ambience and put it in this track.
The good thing about making your own character is that you don't necessarily have to follow everybody else's creation. You can make your own. Okay. One toenail. Hope you guys can see this. Yes, you can see it. Alright, here's another toenail. More like a talon. Here's another one. Yeah, it's not too bad. Pretty much the same height. Make sure. Oh, thank you, Fatima. It's a lot of pain and sweat and suffering. I mean, it's effortless. It just comes out. I don't know how I do it either. I just look back, I'm like, wow, who did that? Very often it happens like that. To be honest, very often I'm surprised too. That's the scary part. Yeah, you just have to try to do it. You just gotta sit down and you start drawing, and something happens. Okay, I think it's a split in the back, so you don't see the back there. Okay, all right, not bad, not bad. Good start, good show. All right. Let's just erase these lines, and then we're gonna give him some texture with a little bit of pencil. His skin. I don't think he's gonna be wearing anything under this coat because he doesn't need to. He's a freaking dragon. All right. It's got a... Ooh, Louis, pencil drawing, yes. I'm learning from your genius. I don't know. I'm talking like a Boris. Like a Boris? No. Yeah, Boris. Igor. That's it. Like an Igor. Yes, sir. Thank you. It takes a while to learn, Louis. Just know that I am learning from you. It's just a little slow, you know? Just a little slow. And have patience with us. And, yeah. I'll be good. Okay. I was trying my best to not add too much detail. It takes time to unlearn bad habits, you know? It takes time. just eager to get it done. Ultra low latency, yes. See how many things I learn. All right, let's add a little bit of texture in the suit here. Slow is good. Yeah. Hard to learn. It's hard to learn to slow down, you know? So dragons' hands are a little more angular and bony than in human hands. I'm changing his hand. Hang on. He gave me another picture where his hand is. Hang on. I don't think he's gonna approve of me, but of showing you that picture, but here we go. Because at that point he took off his coat. He's like, all right. Okay. Long nails. I'm changing his way his hand stands. I didn't like well, I wanted his hand to be on top of the cane, not gripping it like that, like a staff. Still learning to not put too much dark, you know. Just finished your birds, yes. Good. I think there is some sort of ball here that he's gripping, right? He's like, okay. I'll likely knit for the rest of the stream. Oh, that's awesome. What are you knitting, Sarah? See, you're inspiring me to start. I can't. I don't have time. I use the crochet. But that was before I painted. So now, unfortunately, there's just not enough time and energy in my world to crochet. But what are you knitting? The winter's coming. All right. 3, 4, 5 buttons. 5 buttons is good. All right. right, let's do some. Do you ever have a book and you just wanna zoom in on the textures of the book? Let me just bring my book closer to me. You're knitting a bag. Nice. It is good. Keep your hands busy while paying attention. That is good. Yeah, I have a case of wandering fingers too. I need to keep them busy with stuff, otherwise, I don't know, it's like an itch that you just have to scratch to keep doing stuff, right? Alright, let's see. I think maybe I'll do him. I usually make scales, but this guy does not have scales. This guy has sort of a hatching texture. I'll try that. I really like the hatching. I'm just a novice at hatching, but I'll give it a try. What comes out of his eyebrow? Knitting a bag for farmers market and putting produce in because it expands. That is awesome. They're just changing it a little bit to accommodate to that pattern. There we go, that's good. Rounding up his brow. My nemesis, small pictures. Okay. Make a little those spikes on his nose there. Just for funsies. Textures. Over there. Yes, Lewis is probably working out or doing something superior. I'm gonna erase that just with a little roundish there. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna shade a little bit. I suppose we're gonna get to shading soon. Maybe. No, I still have some lines to put in here. Do you ever draw with ink, Lewis? Like, do you ever draw with like micron pens, or that's too avant-garde, too not Florence Academy of Arts, not classical enough? That is a pocket there. The picture was so dark that I couldn't see it. And to do it kind of the same height. I'm not Lewis, but I've sketched with ballpoint pens and color pencils and even markers before. Just straight with, like, you didn't do pencil and you just went straight with pens. But that's scary for me. I need to have like a, you know, I erase so much. I depend so much on my eraser. And it's a scary thing to just not to go straight with ink for me. Maybe we'll do this whole thing with hatch marks, maybe. No pencil! Oh my god! Yes, absolutely. I totally agree, Clara. It is. Oh, this song, I think you guys are hearing the same song. It's called Draco from Sarah the Instrumentalist. Yeah, it totally forces you to be very mindful. I think I tried that before. It went pretty well. I think. Have you heard of the draw a box? I think draw a box is kind of like a program or a challenge where you forces you to break the habit of using less intentional pencil markings. Yeah, you gotta make a challenge to do that. That'll be very, very helpful for me. Very helpful. Yes, I agree. I admire those people who can, like Kim Jong-ji. He just goes, he's amazing. Oh my god. He's amazing. Does these insanely three-dimensional and like perspective, full 3D panoramas and scenes of people, and just amazing. I'm just slightly sketching, shading a little bit. I actually don't mind doing a combination of pencil and ink sometimes. I find that leaving the pencil hatching my line work is intentional. Yes. Just have to say it's good and people will totally believe you. People will believe anything you say. I meant to do that. I'm hopping in and out of the stream, juggling things as usual. See, the first time I read it, I thought you said judging things, and that seemed very on point. Juggling things. I want to learn how to juggle. Literally juggling, not metaphorically juggling. Anybody know how to juggle? Also judging harshly. You can juggle? Oh my god, Lewis, juggle on your next video. The man of many talents. Stop it. You're just saying that. You're going right now and learning how to juggle just so you can show off. I know it. You gotta juggle for your next video. This is a challenge for you. You cannot, but you can judge. Yes, judging is very easy. Judging. I actually want to add some color to this eventually, but I don't think I'll get there today. Just gonna maybe add the pencil and the ink, and then maybe next time. Yeah, I think, the more skills you have, like the better it is. But of course, you can't show all of your skills at once. You're gonna have to, because you gotta leave for the surprise, like you can't say what you can do all at once, because otherwise, okay, well, this is the extent of your talents. But if you just every now and then you come with something that people would never have thought, you're like, oh my god, I didn't even see this coming. How many more things does this person have? Surprising people. That's cool. Yes, okay, this whole part of his code is in the shadow. And also I was thinking about the background, Clara. From now on, every time I'm doing a piece, I'm always thinking, oh, what about the background? I don't want to let Clara down. To be honest, really, it's what goes on in my mind. I like it that, our presence in this world has such an impact on other people, and it's really nice. I think, because I love to inspire other people, and there are few things that make me more happy than somebody saying, oh, I did this because you taught me, or stuff like that. You guys know. And the same thing can be said that every time somebody else inspires me to do something and I use their advice or something, I always remember that person. So Louis still needs a background for his drawing yesterday. Yeah, Louis, even if you just do like a shadow of the person or something. I was thinking for something like gears for this, like abstract, not really a scene, but Sam said something about on top of the mountain. I don't know. I don't think there's enough space in just like a wall with some sort of. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. Maybe like an archway. We'll see. I'm taking your taking suggestions too, if you guys have any suggestions. A volcano. Volcano for your angel? That can be taken the wrong way. Naked child and then a volcano exploding. I don't know. It's really good outlook on remembering the person behind the advice. I definitely do a similar thing and provides me comfort to know that I'm part of a community of artists. Totally. Totally. Yes. Then I might be a little... My brain doesn't work the same way other people's brains works, so... a little more obsessive about certain things. It's a gift and a curse. I'm sure a lot of people will understand. Excited to see the volcano. It's an angel, so perhaps she's saving people who are dying from the volcano. Well, it's a Cupid. The angel is probably like, whoever survives, I'll make them mate. To make up for the people who died. In the volcano. See, that's how my brain works. gears in the background. Yes, I loved your steampunk seahorse. It's really cool. Final day of love. It's actually really satisfying to draw clothing, right? Let me darken up the pants real quick just to separate them from the coat. Maybe I should have been using the charcoal pencil. Watercolor charcoal. Yeah, it's alright. Clothing has fun shine to it. Plus, you also feel like you're a bit of a fashion designer. Yeah, you do amazing fashion. At least that's how I feel when I change things up in my drawing. I used to really... Actually, I still am into fashion. I just don't draw it as much, but I love clothes. It's like, oh, an unhealthy obsession. But if you draw them, I guess it's better than buying them. It gives you a certain kind of satisfaction to design clothes. I like your fashion designs, Clara. Yeah, I like the folds and everything. And just the fact that just adds a lot of detail and texture. Okay. He also has some buttons over here. On his sleeve. Drawing clothes, yes, instead of wanting to buy them, it totally saves money. working on a DTYS, which will combine a fashion idea I have with knitting. Oh, that's cool. That sounds really good. Hey, maybe you can design your own knitting patterns. That'd be cool. I used to, when I used to crochet, I like, you know, of course, I think that's why I started 2 crochets, because I wanted to make my own clothes. So I was making hats and scarves and even some blouses and these sweaters and like a really cool round crochet cardigan. I don't know, it was like a long sweater. It was really nice. I don't know, I think I messed it up because it didn't either the pattern wasn't great or I made some mistakes, but never really fit comfortably. It looked nice. I used really nice yarn. It's pretty warm, but just not too comfortable. Alright, let's get to his scales. Oh, where's that little eraser? Did I lose my knitted eraser? Hang on. Oh. I think I did. And thankfully I have another small eraser that I can cut. I can cut my eraser to make a sharp edge. See, you're learning some skills here. How to cut your eraser. Alright, I think I'm gonna start putting in some ink because I'm starting to lose lines and I don't want to lose these textures. Yeah. The double mustache. Hercule Poirot mustache. See, like, I think what Lewis would say, I over modeled this, and now I can barely make out the details. It's so funny, I posted a video yesterday. I gotta say, oil pastels are very popular with people. I posted this short yesterday, and I put some Brazilian music to it. It's kind of like a really chill bossa nova kind of vibe. I've been getting, I think I got at least one Brazilian person subscribing to my channel because I used the Brazilian song. Well, I think they also enjoy the picture of a beer, the oil pastel portrait. I really enjoy doing that. She's a very good model. Trying to keep in mind the roundness of the brow bone here, what I'm doing. These sketch lines are supposed to show how the bone is curving. The outlining is going, yes. Because there are so few oil pastel videos available. Really? When I was trying to learn them, there wasn't many I could find. It's not over modeled. This is normal every time you share, you lose some of the line drawing. Yeah, simply go over the lines after shading and use your eraser to clean the lines and excess shading. Thank you. But I would go over large areas with a blanket shade to unify the darks a little, so you don't have your lightest lights all over the work. Good point. Yes, that's a good point. Should do that. Let me just do the I'll do the outline first, and then I'll do the darkest. Good point. I also have trouble with that, so I will do that. I think I found there's a guy, Black Bean CMS. I haven't really watched many of his videos because I never really wanted necessarily to learn oil pastels because I thought I didn't like them. But you know, turns out that the biggest problem with my first encounter with oil pastels was that sketch box, which is what was my first encounter. They gave me this stupid, it's actually, oh, sorry. It's actually on my table. They gave me this stupid little canvas and these pastels that were as thick as my finger, and do something with it. Like, this is a mess. I hated it. So then I thought that I suck at oil pastels, but guess what? Give me a big enough, surface, and it turned out pretty nicely. And the canvas was not the best surface for oil pastels. I think a paper is the best. Squint and do this and see if it helps, and slowly make it darker. Don't blast it. Gotcha. That video. Yeah. Yes. Because you had your artwork on the box, and I actually knew what was in the box before, and I was so pissed that I didn't even mention it. And then I felt so bad because you're such a nice person. I felt bad for not mentioning your artwork. But, you know, I hope we can make it better. Yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying the way I used the last couple times. So that a beer portrait, I mixed it, like blended the oil pastels with my fingers, and it created this really smooth transition that I really liked. I love the softness of it. Still have 2 blank canvases. I know, me too. I have still the 2 other ones that I haven't not used. Thinking, what can I do on those teeny tiny things? I'm very tempted to go back into trying Sketchbox again, or I've been actually looking into the Smart Art Materials box. Like that one is $50. I don't know if I'm ready for such an investment yet. Definitely not at the moment. Going through a dry spell. Okay. With that fancy beard. Okay. Looked really nice and had a lot of movement. Yeah, well, it's good to have a good model too. Priming them white and just painting on them with acrylic paints. That's a good idea. Smart Art just came out with a box with water-soluble oils. Wow. Look really cool. You know, another thing that I saw that I'm super tempted to get. Golden acrylic paints makes and I think they're new because I haven't seen them before, but one person on Skillshare was using them. It's called Golden Open, and they're acrylic paints that are slow dry, and they're supposed to act more like oils because they're so slow dry. I've been really tempted to get them. They're a bit expensive, so I haven't gotten them yet. But I'm really thinking about them. Water-soluble oils. That's like the Holbein pencils that... I think I just messed up my pants. That's alright. We'll just make a shade there, a shadow. Just make a crease in the coat. Interesting. So yeah, Lewis has been pushing me to get oil paints, and just a lot of things to try, you know? But it's good, it's exciting. There are so many things to explore, and that we don't have to do it all at once. There's time. Okay. Be overwhelming with all the different supplies out there. I know. I know. All right, here it comes. Do I use a ruler? Do I use the ruler for the cage? I'll try it. I'll try it to use a steady hand. Let's see. Look at my hand. It's all dirty. All dirty. That's why you should use one of those fancy gloves that Lewis uses. Straight enough. Can be one of those, you know, natural organic canes. All right, now I gotta make sure that this is how I want my feet to be, because the feet are a bit iffy here. Before I commit with ink, I'm not sure. Oh, for digital, he has a thing that protects, you know, I've seen other people too use like a 2-finger or just a 1-finger thing for the bottom of the hand, so you don't smudge it, so you don't smudge the graphite all over the hand art if you're using pencil, because that's one of the things I really don't like about pencil. It's so smudgy and dirty. You only use that for the digital art? Not a bad idea for pencil. Yeah. The 2-finger glove that rests on the bottom for your pinky. Just take a look at that. What again? Gotta remember that the pads are soft. And making these claws a little bit bigger. There we go. Just adding some texture. All right. You can still smudge pencil, but yeah, the hand grease. Oh yeah, a piece of paper. You can use a piece of paper. It's hard to pick your nose, I know. You know, I'm not sure yet how I'm gonna color this, Clara. I think I'm just gonna add the shading today and then add the coloring and the background next time. So let me just add the major shading first. And then add the rest of the pen. Because you know what I've noticed, even with the Micron, they say that it's waterproof, but you gotta let it dry for a certain amount. Otherwise, if you go with water, it's going to pick up. It's gonna bleed. So I was thinking, I think oil pastels are too thick, too difficult to get in there. So I'm thinking ink, maybe? Something gold? Ooh, I can use this. I can use this gold pen. I think I might use some gold pen for his clothing. So, yeah. Oh, he had a hat. I totally forgot about a hat. Darn. I might have to paint it with acrylic paint. How did I forget about the hat? That would have saved me so much trouble. Right? And I even left space for the hat, and then I completely forgot about it. That's okay. I'm gonna add the hat with something opaque. We're not gonna let this defeat us, right? No, I think I'm gonna go with something. Maybe I'll just paint with white over, and then we'll do the hat. We can fix it. We can fix it. It's gonna be difficult to get a big hat for his huge noggin. Let's make a big hat. Tall one. Sam didn't say anything. Sam? Why didn't you say anything about the hat, Sam? Do I think about everything? I think I do. We're still learning how to paint hats, draw hats. Patience is required. Okay. And something like this that actually covers his horns. Make it a little round. Okay. It's gonna look much better with a hat, right? If you can see it. All right. Or a transparent hat made of glass. I'll have to look up how to do that. Transparent hat made of glass, like Cinderella's slipper. Interesting idea. I've never thought of that. This has to come down. His horns get in the way. We're gonna have to think about that. Alright, let's do the shading and then we're gonna think about the hat later. Not bad ideas. They're ideas. Difficult ideas. You know what I've noticed? That there's so many idea people out there. So many people with good ideas. Like, I have ideas. Not a lot of ideas, but I know people with a lot of good ideas. It's difficult to put them into practice most of the time, you know? Like, having ideas is easier than putting the ideas into practice. It's where a lot of people have hiccups. Yeah. Even having an idea is and then it's exciting, and then when it's time to put it into practice, like, no. I think I've got a dog trying to get in here. Okay. Then I have a shadow right here. No, I actually did not draw the... There we go. Shoulder here is in the shade. This is in the light. Ideas for other people. Less creative when it comes to be doing the art. Oh, it's difficult. It's not easy coming up with ideas, you know? Like, and also there's something to be said about ideas for other people are easier, I think. It's easier to come up with because you're looking from the distance, so it's easier to suggest, to see when you have a certain distance. When it's for you, I know that it's easier for me to get an answer when it's something for me, but if somebody else was asking me the question, I'd be like, oh, you should do this and this and this. But when it's me asking the question, it's always like, oh, what should I do? So yeah, I think it's easier to see the answer when you're giving the advice to somebody else. Because there's a certain detachment, maybe? There's a certain detachment that when it's about you, it's a little more difficult. Okay, so the light is coming from that side. This whole side is in the shadow, and also the hat, which should have been there, is casting a shadow. We'll figure out this hat idea. It's just difficult with these horns. If I hadn't done the horns, it would have been much easier because the hat would go there. Maybe we're gonna I don't know. We'll figure it out somehow. Together. And also he had some goggles. Let me see if I get, yeah, the horns stick out, kind of like hair sticking out, would give the hat specialized tool. I don't know. Let me get some white paint. Let's see if I can cover that up. There is a possibility. If not, tough luck. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. It's just a drawing. It's not the end of the world. No worries, things happen. Actually, I don't even need this. I'll just get some of this paint. White paint. Let's see if it'll cover the horns. Enough coats of it, and it might. Maybe I'll just get some. Oh, my liquid X paint is underneath. Oh, okay. Liquid X paint. Maybe this will be a little thicker. Oh, so much better. See, good quality paint makes all the difference. It's a little white, but we're gonna be covering this, so hopefully it won't show too much. And enough coats of this, and just gonna erase. Pencil. The beauty of acrylic paint that it dries so fast. But I might have to fix this. Continue with the hat next time. By that time I'll have come up with a amiable solution. That's alright. You can fix anything. Okay, let's continue with the sketching of the coat. Alright. Okay. Some light here. This is gonna be definitely in the shadow. Come on, zoom in. This handsome gentleman. I really am such a big fan of this portion under the eye. It makes the eye so smiley and happy. Well, at least we caught the hat incident before, you know, we finished the drawing. Thanks, Lewis. Thank you. We're gonna pull through with that hat eventually. Eventually. We're probably gonna be adding some color next time. Maybe. Any pointers to give me? The pants need to be... See, I need to look at the YouTube live stream to see the big picture, because when I'm looking at my drawing, it's kind of like looking in the mirror to see. Looking in the mirror looks more real than the real thing that you're looking at, you know? Sometimes the reflection of a thing looks more real than the real thing. Probably asked this before, but have you guys watched The Limits of Control? Very, very good movie. Also, I'm not squinting my eyes, but kind of glazing over my eyes when I do this so that I can see blurry, in a blurry kind of way. Not tell you how many times I take a photo of my art. Yes, and then see stuff I've never noticed that look off and have to panic fix. For sure. Actually, let me show you the first drawing of a beard that I did. It looked so off from... Hang on, I'll show you. The second one looked much better, but the first one, the first attempt, was kind of bad. I mean, it still looks like her. It's just not... and I was using the Bristol paper that I got from the paleteful the paleteful packs. This was the first one, and her is just... her mouth was wrong, her eyes were wrong. When I was looking at it, it didn't really look that bad. But then, because it's so big, you know, when something's so big, you have to really take a backward look. But then I did the second one, so there's a difference between the two. And you can definitely see that it's the same person, but it's so different. Hang on, like, see? Second one is much better. The eyes were kind of weird. Yeah, taking a picture definitely helps to see so much better. It looks way better since you unified your light. Thank you, Louis. Thank you for the help. Hi, Draw kids. If you're interested in how to draw animation, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. I'll give it take a look. All right, let us just do the feet here. Just making a little textures here on the foot. Adding this kind of shading. All of my portraits look different when I draw them multiple times. Yeah, the first time it will look like one person, and then I draw it again and it looks like someone else. I know. See, this version of Sam looks totally different than the previous version of Sam.
That looks just like me. I don't know what you're talking about. It's literally like looking in the mirror.
I forgot to put the hat. Did you notice that I forgot to put the hat? And now
I didn't want to draw.
You should have. Well, you should have said something before I put in the ink.
I didn't know you were gonna ink it.
Oh my god.
I wasn't listening the whole time.
See, this is what I have to work with. Everyone. Totally unhelpful dragon of a man.
Yeah, you're right. So what did you do? Did you paint it?
Well, I have to, yeah, it's dry. I'm gonna put multiple coats of white to cover that up so I can put a hat on top of your noggin.
What a big noggin it is.
Yeah, not bigger than the original.
Well, I mean, it looks smaller in the picture.
Maybe the dragon better captures his likeness, says Clara.
It looks way better than looking in the mirror, I'll tell you that.
Well, I tried to make you look better.
You succeeded.
Let's add some scales, maybe. Just a little bit of texture here. I have a apple eating dog in here. Yeah, I know, Clara. My the oil pastel portrait of Sam that I did with the colorful oil pastels. That was actually the second one as well, because the first one looked kind of bad. And even the second one that I did didn't really look like Sam. I made him look a little slimmer. Don't tell him. There's no problem in improving somebody, you know? Like, you totally have artistic license to do whatever you want with anybody's portrait. Unless somebody commissions you heavy money to make them look exactly the way they look, we all know that nature makes mistakes. And artists are much better at portraying perfection than nature ever will be. There, now we have a little bit of dragon texture. Let's add a little bit of shading on his hand, his fingers. Alright. Try to practice with stylizing some of your fashion sketches. Super long spindly legs. How come you don't draw fatter thighs? Ugh, moms can be such a downer. Don't tell her I said that, but it's true. You know, your mom should draw fatter thighs if she wants fatter thighs, right? Am I right? I know, it's the same conversation when I talk to my mom too. I could gain 100 pounds and my mom will still say, "You're so skinny. Are you eating okay? Are you sick?" Moms. Yeah, I think you should practice with whatever you want to practice. Spindly legs are nice. I mean, that's what fashion is all about. Spindly legs. And then maybe you can get into, you know, drawing fatter thighs, you know? It's all a phase. Everything is just a phase, I'm sure. We'll go through all kinds of faces. I won't. She was meaning it as a joke. They just care about your health. I know. They mean well. Alright. You know, let me give another coat of white on there on the head. And I think I'm gonna continue this next time. By that time I'll have come with a plan for the head and the coloring and the background. So I think I'm gonna give this a break. My daughter wants to get her hair colored again. School is starting on Monday, so she wants to be all scary and punk. So cute. I remember being that age. I wasn't so advanced, but you know, kids advance more faster these days. They just know way more than we did at their age. Super scary. Okay. What color? Purple. You know, I've been flirting with the idea of getting my hair colored again. I used to have all sorts of colors. It's just I'm brunette, you know. I'm brunette and I have a lot of white hair now. And until my hair is completely white, which is, you know, like that's how I would want it to be. But it's so difficult with the bleaching. It's such a pain in the butt. So yeah, I'm not sure if I want to put my hair through all that. I don't mind the coloring. I just bleaching really damages the hair follicles and breaks, and after a while it's just a big mess. Well, there we have it. I think it's a pretty good start. And thank you, Clara. That was such a pleasure to have you over. And Draw Kids, if you're still here, hello. Lewis, thank you for joining. If Fatima is still here, thank you so much for hanging out. That was such a treat. You're a dirty blonde, so it looks pretty dull without color. It doesn't look natural to go dark either, right? And lightening it, yes, really damages. But with you, if you have a blonde, then you can go with all the fancy colors like pink and purple, and all those will stick better to your hair than a brunette. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you for all the advice and for your previous knowledge. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. How do you make a heart like this? See you next Friday. Bye. Have a nice weekend.